Hello friends, welcome back to Aaron's Anxiety. I am your host, Aaron, your personal guide through anxiety. I'm back home. It's wonderful to be back. I had a fantastic time in Florida. It was a lot of fun doing the whole, Magic Kingdom and Disney World, Gatorland, SeaWorld. I spent a bunch of money. It was fantastic. However, it's so nice to be home. There's nothing quite like the familiarity of your house. You know what I mean? Your home and your surroundings and stuff like that. And then when you come back, it always has like this new, fresh feel to it. You know what I mean? It's like the same old, but it's like feels fresh and new and ready to get back to it. So I'm not going to drag this video out too long, just because it's a little bit warm, and so I don't want my phone to overheat, because it'll do that. It'll go, ooh, it's too hot, and then it won't play the video. So, but I do want to talk about the foreverness of medication. It seems to be a running theme. I typically talk about things in my videos that people ask me about. So if you see me saying that a lot, like, I want to talk to you today about this, because people are asking me about that. And so it's kind of nice because I don't have to sit around and think up a bunch of different things, you know what I mean, to talk about. It's people will ask me questions, so I'll say, okay, well, I'll address that in my next video. So today, let's talk about the foreverness of ssris. And I'll give you my take and my information that I have at this point about ssris and anxiety for that. So people ask, is it forever? Short answer is we don't know. Because, and it's not because it's an iffy thing that we don't know about. We don't know because every case is a little bit different, but we can work with what we do know, and we can riff off of that. So here's what we do know. We do know it takes about 9 months, give or take. Some people it's going to take a little bit less, some people it's going to take more. Sometimes it could be considerably less, sometimes it could be considerably more. But typically it takes about 9 months to get your brain acclimated to where it needs to be to find a good comfort zone and feel back in yourself, in your body, safe, content. That's the average. That being said, the best way to think about anxiety is how my doctor described it to me. He's a very palatable person, so he makes things in layman terms. He doesn't talk about the synapses in my brain and how the biochemistry works and all that other stuff, because he knows I'm not going to get it. So here's how the best way that he put it to me is: you have a balancing beam with the gymnast on the balancing beam. Most people are like the typical gymnast, where they can do the balancing beam just fine, one foot in front of the other, but every now and then you get a little shaky on the beam, and you do that thing, whoa, where you catch yourself and restabilize yourself. That is normal anxiety. That little that's normal anxiety. That is, oh man, I gotta get those bills paid, or oh man, my kid, what am I gonna do with him? Things like that. That's normal anxiety. People like us that tend to run high anxiety, we have a little bit more of that, but we also, it helps because okay, so imagine you're going on the balancing beam, and like most gymnasts, you have a trainer right there to grab you and spot you in that second that you need a little assistance. That's what an SSRI does. It just kind of gives you that little assistance so you can regain your balance and walk that bar. So most people are only going to need a little assistance for a little bit of time, and then they're going to be back on the bar. That's typical. And every now and then you're going to need, say if you get somebody up there that has an inner ear infection or inner ear problems or equilibrium problems, they're going to need more assistance throughout going through the bar. Everybody's getting to the end of the bar, no matter how you do it. So if the idea of being on medication long-term scares you, you should just try to live with that. Just live with the idea that it could be a possibility, and that's not a bad thing. We got to stop assuming that it's a bad thing. It's really hot here, and I'm waiting for this phone to overheat. Well, yeah. So, that being said, it's probably not going to be forever for the majority of us. But people like me, I assume that I'm going to be on it for a while. I don't think I'm going to be on it for my entire life. Most people aren't going to be on it for their entire life. But if you do, it's not that big of a deal. We live in a time where we can have beautiful things like these to get us on track, yet people don't want to take it, and that blows my mind. Especially with all the research and things we've done that has no real side effects to it. All the side effects are all anecdotal. People are just talking about, oh, well, this is what it did to me, and I think I have short-term memory problems. No, that's a feeling that you get. You don't really have short-term memory problems. You didn't go somewhere, have somebody test you, and say, oh, yeah, you have short-term memory problems. Those things don't happen. So, that being said, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get off. I'm sure I will, because I'm like a lot of you guys where I like to push myself, and I like to figure out how to work around certain things in my life, and this is one of them. This is a challenge, and I'm ready to take that challenge. So if I'm really interested in trying therapy, to be honest with you. I'm interested in trying to talk to somebody. This one is going to go up and down because my air conditioning broke. I mean, it's hot in here, but I don't want to disrupt the video for you guys. So I'm interested. I'm going to talk to my doctor about it. Maybe something, they'll have some CBT based system for me to try. You know what I mean? Maybe that'll work. Maybe that'll help. If it does, obviously I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. So that's it in a nutshell. That's how you need to look at it. That's how things really are. Is there a possibility? So do some people stay here? Here's the best way. Do some people stay on SSRIs their entire life? Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's no big deal. They live perfectly comfortable, happy lives. I would rather live a happy life, a comfortable life on SSRIs than live a stress-induced, crazy high anxiety life without it. It's just one little thing that you can add throughout your day to make your day better. It's crazy. So, that's what I'll say about that. Most people, we're talking, I would say 8 out of 10 people, you're going to get on the medication, you're going to level yourself out, stay on it for a while. As soon as you start feeling better, don't get back off. You need to readjust to where the levels in your brain are correct and they're stable, and then you can slowly taper yourself off, and then you're done. But anxiety itself is not forever, and depersonalization, derealization is not forever. That means that if it takes that little pill to get you out of depersonalization and derealization into the normal world, I'm guessing that damn near 10 out of 10 of you would say, you know what, just give me the little pill, because depersonalization is scary and it's not a place that I want to be. And so as a person that's not there anymore, you want to take that little pill if that's what it's going to take to get you there. I'm not a pill pusher. You guys know this. You guys know that I always instill that you should do things for your health and your well-being in terms of bettering yourself and not just taking an easy route. Not saying that taking the pill is an easy route, but it's easier, to get your head quick faster. And so why not? Why not? Why does everything have to be the hard route? So this is what I'll say about that. You got this. You are more than anxiety. This is not forever, and odds are your pill's not forever, but if it is, it's not that big of a deal anyway. If you guys have any questions on this video, I know I'm kind of taking a hard stance on some of this stuff. I'm kind of teetering back and forth, but I'm leaning towards just take the pill. If it makes your life better, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Yeah, and it's going to take a couple weeks to a couple months for you to start feeling better. Just do it. Just take the pill. I don't usually stand this hard on some things, but I do stand hard on I want people to feel better and be confident with themselves and who they are and how they live their lives. It's better for you in the long run. It's better for your health in the long run. Listen to your doctor. Go for it. All right. Until next time, friends, I'm Aaron. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'd love to hear from you guys. Please do not stop messaging me and do not stop sharing the videos. I love it so much. It feels so good to know that you guys are in the same boat. You know what I mean? It's so good to know that somebody's on the same page as me. You know what I mean? So we can all ravage together, and we got this. It ain't nothing but a thing, chicken wing. We have got this. So, all right, until the next video, friends, I'm Aaron from Aaron's Anxiety. See you in the next video.